Hi everyone and welcome to Geared Up. I'm Lisa, I'm your show host, and together with me today as usual is Chris Fain over in Atlanta. But yeah, so in the chat I think my colleague has posted the one-to-one link, so if you click there you will go through to Gustav. He will answer all your questions about the collapsible reflector and whatever else product you might have some questions about. So for today's show I said it was going to be different surfaces and colors of the collapsible umbrellas, but unfortunately Chris thought they were tacos yesterday, so he ate them all. No, we had a bit of a mishap with the delivery, so we're gonna do fill light, flash and collapsible reflectors instead. So let's get over to Chris.
What's up, party people? Whoa! Oh, my air remote turned off right whenever you said, "Hey Chris, let's go." And I got a weird beep.
Would you just do your show?
It was freaking me out. I was like, what's beeping? Could have been, you know, something. Could have been my stomach exploding from all the reflectors I ate. What's up, party people? So today we're going to talk some more about reflectors. So yesterday we talked about like the pros, or not the pros and cons, but like some do's and don'ts of using a reflector. That kind of cool stuff. I don't feel like collapsible reflectors get nearly enough love, so we're giving them some love. So today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of using a reflector versus using a bona fide flash for fill on your subject. So let's dive right into it. So let's talk about reflector. So you don't know what I'm talking about reflector wise, I'm talking about this thing, a collapsible reflector. It's called collapsible because, once again, taco mode, twist and break it down. Right? So incredibly compact. They're really lightweight and super flat, which is one of the big pros for using a reflector. So when you're on location, or if you just need to get another light source, a reflector is a really good move just because, one, it's really easy to pack because of the size. Set up and break down is that. So, I mean, you know, minus a reflector holder, like if you have if someone with you assisting, they can obviously just hold the handles and do the reflecting, but other than that, you can get like a basic reflector holder like what I have and pop that into place. So setup and breakdown, really easy, super lightweight, and they're all the Profoto ones minus the translucent because it's meant to be shot through, but all the other reflectors are double-sided, so you have options. So if you wanted something a little more highly reflective like the silver, you go silver. Is that, oh, okay, cool. For a second I thought it was maybe putting a funky glare in the thing, but you have the silver, which is going to be a lot more reflective, a lot more efficient. And then all the other, all of them have a white side. So you have something nice and smooth, real natural fill, but if you need something a little punchier, you can go to the shiny side. Really cool. Downside, not as much control as you're going to get from a flash. So flash, you have the ability to power up and power down. You have different light shaping options as far as, you know, what shape that you want the light coming at your subject or catch light wise, all that good stuff. So you really only have either this square, or if you go with the larger reflector, it's a little more rectangular, but this is the medium size. So cool. And then on the opposite side, the kind of the pros, they kind of go back and forth with their pros and cons. So if you go the flash route, pro wise, you have a ton of control. So you have, and then depending on the situation, you have a lot of power to kind of get your fill light in where you may want it. Light shaping options, you have a lot of that good stuff. Downside is they're a little bit more to pack. I mean, with both of them, if you don't have an assistant, you're gonna need a stand, but you have to have a stand. You're gonna have to, depending on the light shaping tool that you use for your fill, you're gonna have to set that up, break that down. So it's gonna take a little bit more time. So it's a little more time consuming to go the light route, but you have more control. So you have to decide what you want, you know, either way. So, but really cool stuff. And then once again, like I said, a little bulkier, a little more setup time, but tons of control, way more light shaping options. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a photo. We're gonna kind of compare both of them, show you what you can and can't, you know, what you can do and which one's easier to achieve it with. Light shaping wise, we're gonna kind of do a clamshell setup, kind of just off to the side. I have this B10 right here with a shallow umbrella just to give me a little more pop on my background because of the way the light falls off. But I totally just lost my train of thought. So, but we have a clamshell setup. We're using square reflectors and a strip box on the flash as our fill light, and mostly because in the world as you walk around, the fill that you get from below is honestly, it's kind of square shaped. So if you think about like concrete and stuff like that, that light coming up, we're more used to seeing kind of like that square fill in someone's eyes. So whereas like usually from below, you don't necessarily, it's so funny that we think about this kind of stuff, like the lights above are generally round, and that's what's really flattering to us when we see the round catch light in the eyes. But sometimes when we see a round catch light from underneath, it's a little weird, and that's because we're used to that light that's round from above hitting things on the ground that are a little more square. And so we're going to try to keep in the tradition of the way that that light's reflecting back up. So square reflector, strip light for the photo, and then we're just going to change them out just so we can kind of compare and talk about, you know, some things that you can do to get the control out of that for your fill light. So we're going to bring in the reflector first. Luckily for me today, we put marks down on the ground, so this should be.
What are we, like professional?
Yeah. No. Why would we be professionals? That's what gap tape's for? I had no idea. But yeah, so really easy setup and breakdown stuff. We're gonna go silver side, just to kind of get to show you that you can get a lot of the same stuff out of a reflector as you can a flash, and you can decide. Also, one of the other big bonuses of a flash or of a reflector over a flash is price. So like these are a lot less expensive than having another flash. Granted, if you need multiple flashes for your work, if that's how you work, is with multiple powered flashes, and then you just happen to have one for a job that you're doing, use the flash if that's the route you want to go. But if you're looking to add a second light source, maybe you're a one light shooter and you're looking to have a second light source, the reflector is an incredibly economical way of getting that second light source. So don't always think that you have to buy another flash. You can totally go the reflector route. Cool, you ready to rock, Kate?
Yeah.
Let's do this. So again, clamshell light setup. So we're gonna have the 3-foot OCF Octa as our main, and that's gonna bounce down, and this will come down on Kate, and then we'll have some reflection coming back up from the top. And the cool thing is even though you don't have as much power control like you would clearly on a light that you're powering up and powering down, you still have the ability to adjust the height of the reflector or flip it over and use the white side for something a little more subtle. So we're gonna go the silver route just so you can kind of see, and then we can move it up and down for effect. So on our mark, cool.
I don't know what my hair is doing today, so exciting.
It's a mess.
It's just a mess.
It's a mess. All right, here we go.
I have to fix it, I'm sorry.
You're fine. You look fantastic.
All right.
You look wonderful. So here we go with one light, one reflector, and then I'm gonna take that reflector out to here. Let me actually get this ready. So when we take this shot, Caitlin, just kind of freeze.
Yeah.
Let me pop this out. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's right. The beeping while ago was my trigger turning off, Christopher. I said that out loud. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Oh, come back. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Cool. So we've got that on there, which is kind of cool. So, oh no, that's so awesome.
So we're doing silhouette.
Oh, we're crushing life right now. So check out the silhouette from this super sick reflector. It's perfect. I love it. My flash went to sleep. This is working out great. Here we go. One more time.
Let's try that again.
Third time's a charm, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That one worked. I looked this time. 3, 2, 1. And then I'm going to drop this down just a little bit lower to show you. I'm going to just hold it with my hand. I'm going to drop this down a little bit lower to show you that you have a little more control if you want to drop it down lower. And we have those 3 shots. And then I'll bring in a flash to show you that like you can get the same stuff out of your flash. So I'll also be able to tell which shots are which because it'll be the wrap off of like 3 shots of misfires.
Right.
And generally misfires happen, but most of the time misfires happen because of user error. And believe me,
Yeah.
I've got some user error.
Just putting the pro in pro photo.
I am totally putting the pro in a pro photo. Thanks, Kate.
You're welcome.
Way to just button it up and bring it home. I'm gonna go cry now. All right, perfect. So once again, we have the flash here, 1x3 softbox. We're gonna power it on because apparently today I'm forgetting to power everything on. So we've got light here, and again, because the strip box is that square shape, it's gonna kind of give that square feel to the shot. And then you have the ability, again, to power up and power down for the look that you want. So here we go, Kate. 3, 2, 1. And I'm gonna bring it up a stop just to start showing the light creeping in a little bit more. And then I'll take a shot with nothing. All right, and then I'm gonna kill this flash for a second and so we can compare it. And then that way, here we go, 3, 2, 1, pop. Perfect, Kate. So we're good. We're gonna look at some photographies now. Now that I don't have to worry about my flashes being turned off. This is awesome. Well, you know what? People can't say this isn't live.
Yeah, it is live.
It's incredibly live.
So live. We're so live.
Sick. Am I?
We're all good to go.
We're in business. Just want to make sure that. There we go. There I am. Hi there. So let's start reflector first. And once again, I know where we're at because that awesome silhouette shot. So let's go with these. So first and foremost, again, the reflector adds just a nice little fill here on the side. You can see the contrast drops. This is the shot, no flash, or I'm sorry, no reflector here in the middle. And then here we have the silver up a little bit higher. You see it's starting to bring the light in there, a nice subtle fill. And then over here, we just took that reflector and we dropped it down. So again, less contrast, you can see here, but it's still not as filled as it is with the reflector higher. So you, again, have that ability to bring that reflector up and down just and control how much light is hitting that subject. So you do have some control, just maybe not as precise a control that you're gonna have with, I guess maybe that's probably the better way of saying it, is you don't have the precision that you have with a flash, because a flash, you can, at least the pro photo ones, you can dial in 1/10 of the stops. So you can really hone that in. But you can really feel, I mean, photography is, I think, it's really technical, but it really is a lot about how it feels. And you can use a reflector and really kind of get the feel just by moving it around. I think that's kind of nice. So then let's go to these shots right here with the flash. So again, with the flash, you have a lot of those same abilities. So if you look over here on the shot without the flash, a little more contrasty, a little more depth to the shadows, and then we come up with the light, and then a stop difference. The thing that can be dangerous with both the reflector and the flash that we talked about yesterday is you want to make sure that you're not powering too much light from underneath, because then it can start to look really unnatural and almost like a horror flick. So you want to try to maintain the subtlety. Honestly, I like this shot right here because it's got a nice blend of the flashes. You can see the catch light in the eye. There's a little bit of the strip box right there, so it feels a little more natural. You'll probably be able to see a little bit more of that strip box here. You can see it right here in the eye with more of the fill, but this has a really nice feeling to it. So, but hopefully that was some good information. It's, again, if you're looking to add a second light source and you don't necessarily need a flash for it, you're just doing a lot of filling or bouncing and stuff like that, a reflector is a great move. And you know, these things are pretty dang robust, really lightweight, easy to carry around. But if you need that precision, go with the flash. You have that option both ways. So hopefully we've armed you with enough information to make the decision on whether or not you need a flash or a reflector will get the job done. So if you have any questions about any of the stuff that we talked about today, you can jump in one of our one-on-one breakout sessions, and we're gonna send this bad boy back to Lisa in Sweden, and she's gonna break it down for you. Peace out, everybody. Have a good day.
Hi again, everyone. So just as Chris said, head on over to the one-to-one sessions with Gustav. He knows everything about the products, so give him a call. He's waiting for you to ask him a lot of questions. And also for tomorrow, we hope that Chris has gotten all the collapsible reflectors. So yeah, then we'll do the differences between the colors and the sizes. I think sizes. We'll see. So see you tomorrow.